TxStampin, Sharon. I am playing with copper today. It is my favorite metallic, and I haven't played as much lately, so I decided today it's a copper day. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, you can do so below. After you subscribe, you can hit the notification bell. If I can ever help you with your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, let me know. Here is the card that we're going to make today. There's lots of embossing happening and a lot of texture, but this technique, stamping in heated embossed powders, haven't done in a while. So I can't wait to show it to you. I am using Country Home, which is a stamp set that we've had for a while. And even though it's more designed for fall, you can use it anytime. I'm going to be using the tin-tiled embossing folder, my Versamark, and my card layers. Let me just run through it for you, but I will have a downloadable PDF in the description box below that has the supplies I used plus the measurements. That way you can download it and save it. I have a piece of Very Vanilla. Let me pull my card back in. That is my sentiment layer, and it measures 1.5 by 3 inches, and then it's going to mount on or mat on this. This is from the the Noble Peacock foils, and this is actually called Pretty Peacock. Probably very close to Bermuda Bay, don't you think? All right, so this layer is 1 3/4 by 3 inches, so it will line up like that. I have a piece of copper foil. You don't have to use copper. I did because when I did my card, I didn't know how deep it was gonna be, so I wanted to make sure that whatever we could see peeking through was copper. This layer is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then it's going to mat on this foil, and this foil is 2.5 by 3 inches. Lots of measurements. Then I have a layer of I have a layer of Very Vanilla for the inside that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. Here is that same foil, and this is what we're gonna actually use as our base for the embossing, and it measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. I am using Bermuda Bay as my card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. First thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up our embossing folder with the Versamark, and be generous, like kind of go out of where you think it will emboss, because we want that all the embossing that we're going to put on there to be covered all over our layer. Does that make sense? Then next, I'm going to use this line to line up my foil so that I emboss completely straight. So now my Versamark is all over my folder. Every craft room should have a spoon. Plastic spoons are the best because if you get them too gross, you can just pitch them. What I want to do is I want to start adding my embossing powders, and I'm just going to kind of hold it over it and just tap it. Then we're going to tap off the excess. I am going to wipe off my paper. Make sure I don't have any embossing powder on it, because I'm going to do another layer of embossing powder, and this time I'm using gold. Going to do the same thing. And I will tell you, I don't think you can see on the video or even in the photo, the other colors besides copper are very subtle. And I was like, huh, is that what I like? Oh yeah, because I love my copper. But I was trying to go for that patina look, which is why I picked the Pretty Peacock foil as my base. This is the gold. Again, cleaning that off. It's so minute. I don't think it would hurt the next color, but you know, just be safe. So next we can do our copper. And again, I'm taking about the same amount. I think the copper is just a stronger color because when we go to heat it, you will see how much darker it is than the gold or the silver. I mean, you can just tell by that how dark it is. Another thing you can do too is just kind of tap it around to let it fill in even more than using the spoon. That excess powder, I know you can't see it moving around, but it just, well, yeah, you can. There you can. See it? See how it just moves across? That way it's not such a glob. Just kind of trying to get it to the edge. I have just a little bit that I want to put right here. Because once we heat it, that's it. You can't really go back and do it, because if you try to take the Versamark pad to this layer, you're going to mess it up. Unless you're better than me, but you just can't. It is what it is. So yeah, just tapping it some more. And we really don't even have that much excess when we do that either. So, all right, let's heat emboss. We're gonna let that cool because it's pretty hot. It's like hot metal, but look how pretty the blue is shining through because I use the embossing folder. Now, I wanna tell you something. In the past, you may have seen techniques where someone actually put the Versamark on the paper. And I got to thinking, well, since it's so much foil, I think I'm just gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put the Versamark straight on the paper and ink up the embossing folder. Let me show you what happens. It doesn't matter what color I put underneath, and underneath here is the blue. So you only want to emboss, or you only want to put the Versamark on the embossing folder, not on the paper. We clear? I will use this for something else, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see that blue. We're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment using our embossing buddy first. I am going over as far to the left as I can because part of this is going to tuck underneath our other layer. Just checking to make sure it's all heated, and it is. Now, if you haven't noticed, this is a full-on embossing card, all right? So if you're new to embossing, this you may go, oh, that is too much. I get that. If you have embossed before, I strongly encourage you to give this a try, because if you have not done what I'm about to do right now, you gotta try it. We don't need an embossing buddy. We're just going to put a lot of Versamark onto our copper layer. You may have done this in the past where you actually poured the copper powder over the heated layer. However, this is kind of a big piece and I did not have much luck doing that, so I'm doing it this way. So we're getting ready to do our final bit where we're actually going to be stamping. I have my little water can, my little milk can, and I'm inking this up with the Versamark and getting it ready. Putting the Versamark on the stamp will prevent the stamp from sticking to that hot metal. Quickly take your stamp to it and let it cool just a minute. You're gonna hold it there and let it cool. And it's kind of scary because you can almost feel the stamp slide in that wet copper. It's like, oh, please don't mess up, please don't mess up. But if it does, like my first one did, and I'm gonna pull it in because you can't tell, this one messed up, and all I did was put more Versamark on, put more copper powder, and reheated it, and then I was able to save the piece. So don't think, oh my gosh, I've done this 4 times and I've ruined it. Moment of truth. And there it is. Oh, look, it matches my nails. How fun. Somebody's going to point that out, so I thought I would. Look how pretty. I mean, it looks like metal. It's just gorgeous. Whenever we're adding a textured layer to an untextured layer, we are going to use the liquid glue. It will get all down in those grooves. Next, we're going to add this layer. To our foil. And again, since we're adding it to a textured layer, really trying to catch those corners. Oh, it's so pretty. I was so proud of myself when I did this one. This piece, as you can see, is curling, okay? It's all the heating that we did. And so I wanted to add dimensionals to it. Dimensionals are a stronger adhesive. We do not want this to pop off. And we want it to lay straight. Techniques are fun, and if I challenge each of you to give it a try. Like, don't be afraid. Like I said, even with my metal, there's a way to fix things. And my motto is, making a mistake is just a chance to be creative. You'll figure out what to do with that card or technique, whatever you're playing with. All right, so we're just gonna center this on here. And kind of pull it down. There, now it's on there. And again, since we're adding it to a textured layer, last thing we're gonna do is add our Very Vanilla to the inside. It's a wow. Definitely is a wow. Well, I sure hope you loved that card because I sure did. It was fun. I haven't done that type of technique in a long time, so I combined a technique with my cupboard. Happy stamping, y'all!